job thing in Farm Sim and single player, and I can actually pay them for it, and they get to keep their money. Just do the up and down, and then finish that strip at the end.
Okay.
Get it relined up.
Sorry about that music. That was my phone going off. I tried to
All
mute
right.
my mic in time.
Let's see. I wanted to try to drive through here. Oh, actually, you know what? Do we have get that lined up, Ben, and hire out a worker? And do me a favor, please. Go over to the farm and see if we have a wheel loader with a bucket. I
Okay.
think I own one, but I'm not 100% sure. Is Come on, drive forward.
Let me go have a look.
I think if we do have it, it's gonna be in the yellowy like barn that's across from the silos, but it's gonna be that short one, so it's gonna be at the very end of the silos, not the ones that are running along the sides. You know what I mean? I want to say something. We parked one in there. All right, am I gonna be able to make this swing? Ah, probably not. What we might need to do
Okay,
is we might need to dump
Peyton, I
out.
know my stream's back.
We might need to dump outside and then haul it in with
I'm just not
wheel
talking right now
loaders.
because Classified's talking, who's the guy I'm playing with. And also, Ben, the reason my name is Jziggyz is because that's what it was auto put to for some reason. And
Okay.
ever since then, I can't change my name.
For what?
For Farming Sim, whenever it says pick your character, change your name,
Uh,
I want to change my name from Jziggyz, but for some reason I can't. It's just stuck at Jziggyz, which is weird.
it is weird.
Okay, you do have a wheel loader with a bucket on.
All right, very carefully pull that out, and that red farm that's right next to that field where the harvester's in. That's the
Yeah.
big farm. That's where. Oops, driving the wrong darn way. Just bring that down and park it off to the side so it's ready, but not in the way. And then walk inside that big section. You'll understand why. I
Okay.
do want to try to get the hay out of there at some point, um, but we have no place to store sugar beet. So you'll see what it is that I'm doing over there. And
Okay.
oh, we missed a whole big lineup. Grab that afterwards. Now this harvester over here, we got a worker running that. That one is harvesting barley, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check that. Yeah, barley. Not sure if it's going to stay barley. And we have another field that get this.
Whoa,
Check and drive over here real
you
quick
can
to show
go
you.
in the
I'll bring up
house?
the I'll bring up the big map so you can see here. Field 28 right here, where the mouse icon is, right behind the pig farm. If you notice, it's really oddly shaped. When we get down near the pond area here and get heading towards the edge of the map, it's really weird. At the end of the field, it's a big raise. There's a bunch of rocks and everything. So when you hire out workers, they extend the field. They get stuck on the rocks trying to turn around, and when they get near the pond, they drive off into the pond and kind of go under the water, which isn't realistic or anything, and it wouldn't be an issue. But when they're trying to come back up into the field, there's a big raise underneath the water that they get stuck on. And I didn't realize that until after I'd gotten the field planted. So this is currently sunflower. We are going to be harvesting this here real soon, and then we're going to sacrifice 35 and 44, which is our grass fields, and we're going to turn these into regular fields, and turn 28 into a hay field. Because more often than not, when we're doing grass, we manually do that. That way we won't have that issue, and I just got to decide what I'm going to plant. Here it is in front of the house, so I want it to be a crop that looks good. See how that goes. How much is left of this? There's still quite a bit of field left here. Okay, so we're set. You know what? I bet you that thing's just about full. Let's see if we can unload with them on the go. Get that off our screen. Yeah, oh yeah, he's just about full. All right.
This map is huge.
But yeah, if you guys want more information, real legit information on Farm Sim 19, in your YouTube search, Virtual Farmer. The video was just put up a couple days ago. It's pretty incredible, actually, what they're adding to the farm. We're gonna get to race horses. We're gonna get to feed horses. We're gonna get to ride horses. You actually get to create your own farm, which is nice. You can place it anywhere you want. And the really cool thing is, like, you see how it's really hilly around here? If I were to put a building down over here, it wouldn't sit right because of the hills. One end would have a really high opening on the door, the other end would not, depending on what end is near the hill. And what they've done with 19 is now the ground will form around the building. It'll take into account if there's any kind of ramping needed to get up in said building. You get to place your barns, you get to place all your storage facilities, you get to actually place down the field or the pasture area for your animals, you get to place everything. It is awesome. So we're going to have series with that. The game difficulties now don't determine how hard it is to farm, as it does. Easy's going to start you out with everything. It's going to give you some money, you're going to get some equipment, it'll give you farmland, and I think some buildings. Medium mode's going to give you a lot less, and then there's one that they're a little unclear on exactly what it's called, because this is a German-based game. So a lot of the information is in German, so they had to do their best to try to decipher all that. But then there's a mode where you get started with very, very little money. It gives you basically just enough to buy some equipment, and then you contract yourself out to those fields to earn your money, try to build your empire. And I'm thinking doing a series on that's going to be really awesome. So be on the lookout for that. All right, this I'll have to tackle with the wheel loader. See if I can. You know, it probably would have made more sense to come in the other way. Probably should have dedicated this truck to the one that Ben's working on. The flat nose would have been a lot easier to maneuver through here. Let me try and see if I can't do that. Really do need to get that hay out of here. And they have finally fixed the issue that we have here with the rain coming through the buildings. It's no longer going to come through the vehicles. Full function in the vehicles now, Ben, too.
Oh, cool.
Not only are all the gauges and everything going to light up, but any of the joystick levers that are in some of the tractors or pedals
Oh yeah.
are now actually going to physically move based on what you're doing. And there's full suspension feature in the tractor. So, like, say we were driving a tractor across the cultivated field, the wheels are going to move up and down, the tractor cab's going to move with it, and so is the seat of the driver. So it's going to be realistic. Yeah, it's pretty awesome, and it's going to be a completely different game, I think, over what we have right now. Oh, what am I hung up on? Oh, door's still up. Come on, close.
You still watching me, Peyton?
Close. Alright, why are you being such a pain in the butt?
Give me a second. I know why there's a black screen.
Alright, we need to get
There we go. It should be changing now.
need to get Ziggy set up for the job here. Let me get this trailer sorted so that I can get out of here.
Is it
Try
still
to
black screen?
Ziggo could help me with the harvesting.
There we go. Alright, that'll work. When that tractor trailer's full, Zig, there's a silo on the farm in between the barns. And you'll see a crate to dump into. Make sure the back end's up. Make sure your trigger comes up. It says unload. And dump the grain in there. That's just about full.
Whoa, that blue truck looks nice. So helper
Where did my
8.
mower go?
Oh wait, there is no helper 8. He's done.
No, he ain't. He just hit the wrong end of the field here.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's fine, because I've got to harvest that little bit up. Alright. Let's line this guy up over here. This is another thing that I'm having an issue with. I have no place to store grass at all.
Do you... Oh, never mind.
Back and check on that beet harvester. Imagine he's probably getting close to being full again. And if we're somewhat close to all the food needed, we can start buying pig.
What should I do, Ben?
So if you jump into truck,
This one?
yeah, and then when that's full, take it to the silo and empty that.
So
Yes.
just take this to the silo.
That's not exactly full. Let that make more swipes.
No, Ziggy, when it's full.
How do I go to first person?
I'm doing fantastic.
See.
I hope you're doing fantastic as well. I hope
There
your
we
arm's
go.
doing all right. Okay. We need to purchase another field. I think
Okay, there we
I'm
go.
gonna shoot for these ones because I don't have soy planted yet. Nice, get some soy in our field. So 51. Yeah, we'll be able to harvest it. How bad is that? No, we can
Don't
afford
turn
that.
off the vehicle.
Okay. Just jump out of it.
Oh, there we go. So, when does this thingy fill up?
I'm gonna go to the harvester when that's full, and I'll load it into my trailer. And then when I'm full, I'll load it into your trailer. When you're full, you're gonna empty it into the silo at the farm.
Okay.
You know, with the exception of what I'm doing right now, and only that because I don't have the wagons you guys are using for the grain, I can't dump sugar beet into. Any of the grain fields, you use the tractor and that red attachment in the back of it to unload the harvesters. Do not drive through crops to unload. Pull the harvester out, unload, set the harvester back up. If it's being done by a worker, if you're driving it and somebody else is running the tractor, then pull out, unload, and then line back up. And then when that red auger wagon is full, you take it to the dedicated truck for that crop and unload. And then when the truck's full, you take that to the grain silo and unload it.
Okay.
That's how we do the harvesting end of it. Now, Ben, I don't know if he's aware or not. We do 3-stage fertilization here. So, once any of the fields have been harvested, the very first thing that gets done is you grab a fertilizing machine and completely fertilize the entire field. Then we go over it with a cultivator.
Ben, you're going over the crops.
Listen to me. Then you go over it with a cultivator. Then you go back over it again with a fertilizer. That gives it 2 stages. The third stage will get put down with the planter because the planter has fertilizer in it. Then you let the field grow. Alright, so we need to grab the other harvester. When you guys are done with that one, unattach, lower the wheels and stuff on that header bin. Attach it to the harvester, drive it down the road. 51 and 53 are going to be soybean. I just bought them. I am going to bring the other harvester down there to get started on that.
Okay.
Wish I could get my quick view button. Whoa. Wish I could get my quick view button working, but ever since I started having issues with my wheel, the buttons that I had programmed on my wheel no longer work, and for some reason I can't reprogram them. So I might have to delete my profile and start all over.
Okay, right, everything is just frozen on me.
For me, you're just sitting in the trailer.
My FS screen is stopped. The stream is stopped. I can hear you, but everything just stopped.
restarting a computer maybe. If everything is stopped.
I might just have to rejoin the game, to be honest.
Well, that's a shame, man. You need to get it for PC. Come play with us.
Oh, there we go.
Aside from trying to look for a crew to drive with, I'm also looking for a reliable farm crew. I'm trying to build that now while I have some time before November.
Then pull forward and straighten out your trailer.
When 19 comes out, what I would like to have is a very big, reasonable sized, trustworthy group. That, because we're allowed to have multiple farms with multiple animals. So, for example, I can own a section of the map with my farm, and I can have pigs, cows, and sheep. Bernard can own a section of the map with his farm and own his own pigs, cows, and sheep, and so on and so forth. And we can either build out big animal farm and then have a lot of crop, and we can have a group of guys that strictly handle the harvesting and field work, and then a group of guys that just maintain the animals, or something to that effect. Be right back. Need to get a frink. I'm sweating. Awesome. You know I had to read that out loud. That was funny. Alright, let's hook up to this header here. Not put that out loud. Thank you. North and south, shorter. No, you know what I'm gonna do?
This is the silo. Yeah, these are silos.
The grain bin that you dump in is gonna be between the barns. You'll see it. It'll be flat in the ground, and center the trailer over it. Now, there's two ways you dump in farm sim. One will say hit control and I to unload here. The other is just going to say I to unload. Do not dump any grain unless it just says hit I to unload.
Okay, it says that, so.
Is it the control I?
No, it's just I.
Listen to me. The control I will you'll just dump on the ground. It won't actually go in the silo, and that means you're not lined up with the dumping trigger, or the unloading trigger, I should say. All right, I want to go lengthwise with this field, but this fence here is going to be problematic. So what we're going to do is in some fields you're going to find, guys, this is what you're going to need to do. You're going to actually need to do a few manual swipes on it before you set up a worker. It's too close to structures or trees or something like that. So what we're going to do a couple passes down on this end so that the fence doesn't interfere with anything. Turn on the harvester. Farming in the cab's a lot easier when I can actually see out my sides. Field of view is something else that's supposed to be fixed in Farm Sim 19. Is supposed to be much better. As it stands right now, the only way you can get a decent view so you can see from the end cab is if you have three monitors running. So we'll make this swipe, and then we'll turn around and we'll make one more swipe, and then we should be able to get it started running east and west. harvester here. Get this next swipe going. Now I will be getting into field work. We're running ragged right now. I planned on having a whole bunch of fields ready to go for the video today, but like I said, it was up till 4 in the morning with the server company trying to get this running, so unfortunately I wasn't able to get anything done, and now I've got to try to cram it in now. Which means we got to get fields harvested, we got to very quickly get them fertilized and get them replanted. We'll have to run the clock to get the crops to grow quickly. Douglas, what's going on? Welcome back. I'm gonna go play some ATS and get turkeys on the units. Okay, now we're down to farm worker. Alright, hire him out. Alright, Jace, where are you at? Is that truck full?
I just dumped it. It was at 96%.
Alright, perfect. I'm gonna unload the harvester over here because this guy's full.
Okay. So should I bring this truck over?
Bring the truck back, park it on the road in the same manner that it was.
Okay.
Done.
I'm coming.
That time, bud. No. That truck's full, you said, right?
No, I dumped it.
Oh, well, main road. The other road. Right where you had it before, I didn't realize it looked like you were heading back to the farm. Let this fill up when you get that reparked.
Whoa. Okay. I didn't hit the cops.
Move this tractor with the auger wagon. I'm going to get the harvester reset back up when it's done. I'm just trying to figure out why you've been bugging me for days to get on Farm Sim. I finally get you on here and you're taking off to play a truck game.
Bin is?
Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. I want to go clean up this little bit of a mess that we got going on over here.
Okay, I got the truck back there. What should I do now?
Alright. I'm going to clean this little mess up. Actually, well, have you ever run a harvester before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Back before I knew
Over
what
here.
a
Over here to
helper's
me.
worth. I can run through the cops, I just can't drive through them, right?
Yeah, you can walk through them. I just don't want the trucks driving through the field. Some farmers do it, and we are in some situations, like I said, with that beet harvester. It's the only way I can unload that right now, but and doing that, it's just, I don't know. I like running the grain carts and doing it that way. Alright, so get them in here and lower this. Finish this strip up that didn't get picked up.
Okay.
And then where the tractor's been left is where I left off with this guy. Get him set back up. Because I need to get, I'd ask you to do it, but I don't even know exactly where all the equipment is, so that's why I'm going to do it. I need to get another one of those grain carts down to the lower fields.
Is this it? Or just drive now?
Where the header now? Everything's on.
Why don't I turn down the game sound? It's way too loud.
should be
loud.
parked here. Yep. All right. This. Yes. No, I'm not connected. Now we're connected. All right. And get this down to the other field. Unfortunately, we won't have a truck to dump into until Jason and I are done with the barley field, but at least this will give me something to empty the harvester out with. What's this? Okay. Pain in my butt's what it's doing.
Whoa, first person looks cool with this.
Let's just pull this forward, get it out of the way. Now, the reason why I've cut the grass, I don't think we're going to be able to use the grass. I'm going to need to just go ahead and bale grass for when we eventually do the sheep. But I cut the grass down so that it'll be easier to see when we fertilize. Like I said, we're getting rid of these fields as grass fields and switching them around. And we got ourselves a subscriber. Who do we got? Fishing Bros. Thank you so much, Fishing Bros. Glad to have you here. And any of you guys that are watching that play Farm Sim and want to join in, you're more than welcome to. We don't have a whole lot of mods. We are running the Lone Oak map. All of the mods, I'm almost 100% positive, are in the... Oh, that tractor missed an entire... Or that harvester. Missed an entire strip. We'll have to go back for that. Sorry about that. Can be done in the mod hub, but we are on continental Europe. The name of the server is HTG in capital letters and then a space, and then the word farming with a capital F, space, capital C, little o with a dot. Now the server does get passworded when there's not an admin on here, but you are more than welcome to come in and help. That's the problem. There's not a whole lot of barns, and if I start storing grass in the barns, then that's going to take away from storage. And I can't fit very much. I attempted that. I was hoping we'd have some sort of a silo or something that would accept grass and straw, and we don't. But this in here, I can't get any more in here. That was literally one loading wagon full. So I can fit a lot more if I bale them. So we'll be baling because I'm also going to need the grass for not just the sheep, but I'm also going to need it for the cows. So yeah, baling is going to be the only option there. And as much as I love the map, and I do try to stay to the realisticness of it, but the in-game hay wagon is just, and no, this isn't my work. This was somebody else's. I forgot to put the password back on the server, and that's what I came in with, and I just left it that way. This is the only hay wagon we have, and it's garbage. It's absolute garbage. And I can't get any auto-loading wagon to work, period. Not so much that I wanted it for the unloading feature, but as it was a big, long, flat trailer that would have allowed me to stack a lot of hay on it. So the loading wagons are actually going to be going bye-bye, and until I can get everything sorted out and get equipment removed, I am just going to fertilize over all of this, and when we cultivate, all this big grass mound is going to go away. Though I will say this would be awesome to drive over with a baler. So I might actually do some baling. I might bale that up a little bit. I will keep one loading wagon around so that I can clean up some of this mess at least and get it out of the driveway and get it into a much more manageable spot. Okay, we need to pop over here real quick because this guy is full, and then I'll need to... Oh, he's just about done with this field. Awesome, 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 awesome. I'm really hoping that's a feature that's fixed in 19. There are storage solutions that you can use for sugar beet and hay. Sadly, they're mods, and like I said, this particular map is really touchy when it comes to running mods, so I can't even run my John Deere tractors in here. I can't even get the server to load if I have those mods in. Alright, let's take this back over to the pig farm. Babcock Farms, hello, what's going on? Let's see, hold on a minute. Oh crap, I missed, okay, so there's the... hello, Deadpool. I'm not sure, I'll probably get into ATS, perhaps a little later. I got a lot of farm work to get caught up on. Douglas, oh, I was talking one of the barn mods that holds. Yeah, I have two different kinds of hay straw baling mods that I absolutely love. I even have a silo mod that could be placed that I really actually like. The silo that holds everything, so I could dump the straw, the loose straw, I can dump the loose grass, I can dump all the grain all in one silo. It just won't work, and that's where I'm having an issue. But it's not enough to make me not want to play the map, because I do like the map. The mods work with it. It's just once this got put up on a dedicated server, it decided it didn't like running mods. I don't get it. I've talked to a few YouTubers that are using this map that are running mods, trying to see if they knew of something. What happens is I get everything uploaded to the server, and I go to start the server, and it won't start. The error codes that are coming up had to do with something, from what all I've been able to gather, is up at the main house, there's a basketball hoop on the side of the house with a ball. And the error code that it's spitting out, it's something to do with that. So whatever it is that's in the mods is interfering with that basketball hoop thing, and it's not allowing them to run. And it's rather annoying. I've never had that issue.
So all
I've
because
had
of the
issues.
basketball hoop, it's not working?
Pretty much. Now I don't know if that was fixed in the update. I can try to start adding, seeing little by little. I would be all for sacrificing a field to put down my all-in-one silo thing. Because the other nice thing with that silo is not only can I store that grass in there, but I can also have a place to dump the sugar beet. But it is what it is. And I'm hoping that we don't have this issue in Farm Sim. Mods are one thing, but having to specifically go after mods to house stuff that should become standard on a farm, to me, is ridiculous. Alright, let's back shut.
I think I might fill up just before I can finish this.
That's finally dropping down now. I'm gonna make that clearing. Nope, bumper's catching on the door frame. There we go.
Uh,
I think in FS19 they're gonna have placeable. Yeah, they are.
uh,
You're gonna be allowed to have a placeable pasture for each animal. There's gonna be a few different sizes based off of well, the amount of animals that you're going to have is going to be based on the size of the pasture that you place. So you'll have different variants of that, which is cool. But the whole team thing, the multiplayer team deal. Whoa, 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 whoa! What are you doing, dude?
whenever the
Oh, never mind.
synchronizing data thing happened, it messed me up and I got off
No,
track.
no. Oh, that wasn't you. I was in a field thinking that was the field the harvester was in, and it wasn't. I thought it jumped fields. That's another thing that happens over here. Is the equipment will jump fields. Each team's going to be able to have their own pasture layout. So that's going to be awesome. I'm so pumped for that game.
Hey,
I thought I knew what I was the most excited for, but after watching Virtual Farmer's video last night and getting more confirmation and a little bit more detailed information on what it all meant, there's a lot that I'm excited for now. Just weirdly enough, just the shop menu, having that whole 3D imaging and being able to see in real time changes that you're making to equipment, whether it be tires or whatever, before you actually purchase it is huge. The contracting work, being able to, like pay Ziggy over there for harvesting that field for me is just awesome. There's just, and I'm really anxious to see. The whole reason oats were put in, it's a sellable crop, but they were put in to feed the horses, and you can ride the horses. I'm hoping that we're going to be allowed to just like get as many horses as we want and actually have like a horse farm. I think that's going to be pretty epic. I can't wait to be actually able to build out my farm. I'm not stuck to how they want to lay it out. I can set my farm up, my house up, and all that stuff any way I want. I'm just, yeah, it's going to be the best. Stu, are you in chat? I did notice you joined the server.
never mind. Oh. Oh. Stu's
Stu
in the
is another
tractor.
admin.
You told me about Stu. He helped me out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess I don't. Okay.
He'll come in and I don't know if it's on Discord or not. Stu! Maybe that isn't Stu. It is Stu.
Yeah, it is.
Stu! Do my eyes and ears deceive me, Stu? Alright, I don't. How long have you been watching? Get the Nigel out of your mouth and talk, man.
Hey, what do you know about Nigel?
More than I care to. How long have you been? How long have you been watching?
A little while.
All right, you definitely need to go check out Virtual Farmer. Just Google or search him on YouTube when you get a chance. He's got like a
Yeah, he
30-minute.
crazy.
He's got a 30-minute video breaking down all the Farm Sim 19 stuff. Oh, dude, I really don't think I will even bother running a server for 17. I think I'll still do videos and stuff, and I'll like host my own servers every now and then. 19 is just gonna be, even though we're not getting everything we were hoping for, it's definitely a huge jump in the right direction.
Where am I dumping this corn?
Barley, and what are you in the tractor? It's gonna go in. There should be a truck over there on the road.
Yeah, I see it.
And when that field's done, we need to boogie down to field 51 and 53. Just purchase those. Those have soy in it. I'm trying to wrap up the sugar beet situation. Yep, alright. It's right to sit here and wait. He's just about done. Alright, so one more truckload and this sugar beet will be done. This will be enough to help get us started anyway. And I think, I'm hoping, once we get that soy done, that'll be enough to allow us to go get an animal trailer and get us some piggies on the farm. You got about one more swipe over there, Zig.
Yeah, I'm working on the last strip.
Perfect, perfect. Alright, when we'll, do you know how to lower the wheels and stuff for that header when you're done? Because that one has the built-in wheels and everything, so it can haul behind the harvester. What you'll do is, you know how to push the button that switches where the equipment's set up, so like push a button, it'll be on the harvester to control the harvester, and then you can push another button and it controls the attachment, which is default G. I'll show you when we get done. If I get sidetracked, too, walking through that. Yeah, 'cause that harvester needs to get brought down to the other field, so does that truck and tractor. I need to get this hay out of here. But, yeah, well, Babcock, we were kind of having that conversation. So those little barns over there where I had the grass dumped, I'm gonna stack bales in there, and they'll still get wet. I can't do anything about that, but a bunch of people went under the Squad Farms map and stacked all his round bales in there, and it looked really nice. It held a lot. So it kind of gave me the idea that would probably work out really well for the bales. I just need to find a different home for some. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Just gonna pull through. Character customization. What do you think about that, Stu? Did you know about that neat little feature?
Oh yes.
I'm actually excited for
I'm
that.
I'm looking forward to this 8 teams
Yeah.
thing and building
yeah.
your own farm. That's what I'm really looking forward to.
I like that, and I also like the fact that we can set something up where we can just build a farm out, and then when people come in and help us out, we can just pay them.
Yep.
It's going to add to the realism, the video ideas that started stemming in my mind last night after watching that video. Just, well, it kept me from losing my shit with the server being down. I almost lost everything. They were telling me, well, we'll have to do this, so back up anything you want to back up. And it's like, I can't back anything up. I can't log on to the page to back that stuff up. Then they were telling me it was going to be up in like 20, 30 minutes and it'll be fine. I still couldn't log into the admin page. So I responded back into the ticket, and they're like, okay, well, will you have an issue with us just switching the IP? And it's like, I'm losing everything anyways. I don't care. I just need the server up. I've got video live stream that has to take place tomorrow in FarmSim. I need the server running. And they messaged me back again. Okay, with that being said, we had to take another step and everything. You should be able to log into everything now. So I logged in and I'm like, all right, just leave it the hell alone. It's working. I don't know what you did, but thank you guys. We're good.
Yeah, yeah. Now it's like I can just leave me alone.
It did
So,
bug me that I was
Bangkok, I
going to
don't
lose
know
all
if
those
someone
save games.
mentioned that, but yeah, they're going to basically, the idea is you can have a maximum of 8 teams. So each team can have its own farm, it can have its own animals. So in theory, you could have 8 cattle farms and have 8 sets of
Yep.
cow farms running there, or 8 pigs or whatever you feel like. So yeah, the limit is unreal at the moment.
Now, it'll be curious to know, though, because you're talking 8 cattle farms,
Yeah,
pig farms, and 8 sheep farms that have like 2 or 3. I don't know if it's going to be 2 or 3 stages, and depending on the size of the pasture will determine how many animals you have. It'll be curious to see how the lag will take effect with that.
yeah. Not only that, I think you're going to have to run in 4K maps. Otherwise, you're just going to be tripping over everyone, and then we all know what they're like to run. Do you want this auger anywhere, or should I take it back to the farm?
The auger can go down to the other field and get working on that soy. I imagine that harvester's ready to be dumped.
Where are we going?
53 and 54, 51, and it's
Yeah,
down near the bottom.
51.
51 and
Okay.
53, yeah.
So this harvester that I had, how do I use the
Alright,
wheels?
so, alright.
Do you want me to hop in?
You
Or-
see where, we kind of need to teach him. He's going to be a
Yeah,
regular
that's good.
around here. See down in the bottom right corner of your screen where your speedometer and all that is?
Yeah.
Alright, you have an image of a tractor, and then you see the attachment on the front of it.
Yeah.
If you hit your G key until it lights up the attachment on the front.
Yeah, it's doing that.
Okay, now hit the button that you use to fold things up.
Okay, so.
And when you hit that button, you'll see it spit the wheels down, and it's going to shoot out
Yeah.
a hauling arm. All right, now you can lower it.
V, okay.
And once it's lowered to the ground, hit your G key again until that light goes back to your combine.
Okay.
And that'll allow you to detach that head. And then you pull your harvester in front of it, and in the back end of that harvester is a place to attach to that header. So back up until you get the attachment notification attached to it, and then drive that down to field 53. And then you're going to do that same process over again. You'll detach the header, and you'll get the harvester set up and attached to it so it's back on the harvester again. Then switch to the head, fold those up, and then you can lower them down and start harvesting.
Okay, so I'm backing up to it. Got it.
Yeah, just like you would anything else. It's the main reason why I'm running the harvesters in here, because I didn't want to have to deal with putting the headers on trailers to move them around. And that is the only header in the game that comes with its own setup on it that we can haul it that way. So, and I'm also really, really pumped for the shop menu. Dude, that's going to be awesome. We will
Okay.
physically be able to see the changes we make to it before we even buy the damn thing.
Yep, 20th of November, can't come soon enough.
Mm-mm.
You pre-ordered yet?
Not yet.
No.
I'm waiting for the copy to come out.
Uh,
If it hasn't already, then it'll be just a situation of waiting to need to get the money. An item on your Steam wish list is on sale. Really?
when do I back
Car
up
mechanic,
to it at?
$12.99. Yeah. We'll deal with that later. I'm not sure I'm gonna get that game now. I'm gonna be so wrapped up with my truck sim and farm sim that
Wait,
I'll come over.
you having an issue, bud?
I don't know where to back up to it at.
I'm close.
I've backed up to all 4 sides now, and none of them had allowed me to attach it.
Hold on, where are you at?
Oh, wait, change for a second. What'd I do? Back up. Oh, wait. got it.
There you go.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see now.
Welcome back, Babcock Farms.
Um,
All right.
9.
Our beet harvest for the moment is done. We'll start out with a little low number of pigs until we get the field thing sorted, but I was anxious to get that done on this live stream. So once we get this unloaded, we're going to take the beet harvester over to the farm. Light out. We're going to wash it up, and we're going to park it. And then pipe in. Let's get in our realistic view here.
So am I going to 51 or 52?
53.
Oh. Oh, yeah, yeah.
52 is just a small little grass field. I don't think I'm going to be doing anything with that one, actually.
Okay,
And it's
so
got a
53.
fence around it, so it's kind of useless to me.
Okay. First person in the harvester is probably my favorite so far.
The first person in a lot of the equipment is pretty awesome. It's just it's challenging in the harvester because it's hard to see if you end up off path and end up missing crop.
Well, I don't do first person while I'm picking up crop, only while I'm driving to another place.
Oh, wait. We need to wash this bad boy up first. This thing is filthy. Alright. Come on, mouse. Stop acting up on me. Sorry for the snapping. My mouse is, I think, on the fritz. Get this all cleaned up nice and looking nice and new. I also like the whole aspect of the equipment getting beat up, paint coming off of it, and after it's been used for so long, the equipment needs to be fixed or replaced.
Yeah, I didn't know if that's official or not yet, that though, is
Yeah,
it?
yes it is. That's been confirmed across a lot of different things. I am excited for that.
Right, so we need to get that truck emptied, don't I? So I can bring it down here.
I can go empty it
Stick
right
in
now.
silos?
I can go empty it. I have I hired a worker, so I'll run up there and empty it.
We need to get that loading wagon out of the way, I think. I might be able to park this in here. Actually, you know what? I don't even know if this idea is going to work. I'm not sure this thing's going to fit in here. I was hoping.
I have to run quite far.
No, this ain't going to fit in there. Man, that stinks.
Okay, I'm gonna go unload this, and then I will.
Oh, wait a minute. I might be able to. This might
bring
fold
it over
a little
there.
more. Haha, and yes I can. Okay, this will work nicely. Oh, no it won't. What am I getting caught on here? Aw, really? A little itty bitty tab at the back of the tractor is going to keep me from getting in there. That's a bummer. And I really hope we get barns that are big enough to actually support the equipment that we run.
Farming Simulator and ATS and or ETS, you know, they're both the same company. I think they should merge to make one big game.
They're not the same company.
I know.
SCS does Euro Truck and American Truck. Giants does Farming Sim.
Yeah, I know. I was saying ETS and ATS are the same people. But if they merged, like, you'd have like people who are doing trucking that would bring you your farm stuff, or you would have to do it, and then you would have to farm. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, I don't know where I'm going to park this now. I was really hoping to put it in there, but that ain't big enough. Well, I guess I wasn't going to do this, but I guess we'll put it in over here.
Oh, Stu already has one of these. I'll bring this one over to my harvester then, because it's empty.
Now, let's see, is there a way to lower? Yeah. Lower you down. Yep, just not there. Alright, perfect. Now let's grab this truck. Let's finish unloading this beet here. Take this truck out there to help aid in the soybean operation that's going on down the way. And I like the fact too that we'll have something that we can spread over the field to eliminate the need to plow. Which for me I like, because now I can have the settings proper, turn the plowing off, because the plowing is just a pain right in the butt and it's tedious, but now we don't even have to worry about that. Even got a nice new animation for it. It'll look like little hell balls in your field. Since this is the last load and I want to clean this all up nice, I'm going to make do with the wheel loader. We're going to dump here and move these piles around with the wheel loader. And back in there. There we go. Come on.
Is there anything else you need me to do?
Well, I've got to go and see Nigel quickly, so you can run this unit if you want for a minute.
Alright, let's see here. Make the turn.
Okay.
Probably not very well. Come on, come on. There you go. Alright, now we can bring our truck down there and start loading up with soy. Not sure if this corn's done or not. It's an awful green. But there is some tan on the bottom of that. Stage is that in? Oh, it's ready. It is definitely ready. Alright, so after the soy, we'll cut some corn. Get that sunflower taken care of. Make our way down the end of the road here. check on this guy and see how he's doing. Oh. Okay. I see what's going on. Alright, well, we'll leave it like that because let's check and see how full he is. Not very. That means they didn't fertilize this field
Oh,
very
you're
well.
checking that guy.
Alright.
I was just running over here to check
We
that guy.
do need to get ourselves another harvester, so let's go ahead and do that. Two just is not enough. And I'm not driving it back. I have no way of pulling it, so we'll set that at the farm. There it is. Unfold. Go grab our corn header. Actually, you know what? The corn field's pretty small, and we should be able to pound it out pretty quickly. I think I'm going to grab this header and go over and hit the sunflower up. Make it through. Yes, we can. Definitely anxious to use that new fence harvest tool.
Uh-oh. Whoopsie.
You do.
I was going through the tab to find the truck I was looking for, and I got into one of the admin trucks by accident.
Let's take this thing over and hit up some sunflower. Hold the header. Do that on the fly here. Turn on the harvester. Lined up all nice. And get the worker going. Looks like that's going to stay straight. That's what we want. Back out here. Actually, I know that one is probably not even close to being done. Get this moved a little closer so that we're ready. Oh, something else we needed to buy. I almost forgot about it. Helper C has completed their tasks. That must be the other side here.
That was the one I just got it all put into this loader thingy, and I'm gonna put it in one of these trucks.
Fold. Disconnect. Now we can take this header back to the farm, get the other header attached to it, and get this going in the sunflower field. you're done unloading that tractor, drive it down the road here with me and take it to the pig farm.
The one I'm in right now?
Yep.
Should I bring the trailer that's attached to it?
Bring the whole thing,
Okay.
unload it, and then drive it down here and set it up on the edge closest to that red farm in that field you were working in before we came down here. That way it's available for emptying out that harvester. And then we're going to empty that truck and bring that truck down here. And the other one, when it's finished, we're going to grab that strip that was missed in the one field that we just got out of.
So, should I pull it over right here?
Now, drive that tractor down through the red farm that has the pig symbol on it. In field 34,
I see
there's
it.
a little, yep. You can get into field 34 a little bit, but park on the edge of the field so you're not in the field that I'm harvesting right now. You know what I mean? When you get down near the edge of that field that's next to you, take a left and park on the inside edge of that.
Okay. What I was confused about is the pig symbol. I thought it was a cow symbol, but now I'm seeing it's a pig symbol. And also, my my fields aren't colored, so that's why whenever you were saying red field, I was super confused.
Red field?
I thought that's what you were saying.
Alright. In here and grab the other header.
Is lumber even a thing you can do in this map?
Yep.
Huh.
You can haul logs and wood chips.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, because I was looking at this giant forest in between 38 and 25.
Yeah, Oregon's a huge, huge logging state.
So this is based off Origin?
This is based off a farm in Oregon, yeah. A quick way to tab is you bring up, hit escape.
Okay.
This brings up your main map. And now you're trying to hit into one of those trucks down there by Stu. So just click on something until you find a truck. And then click enter. And it'll put you in it.
Oh, okay.
Don't take that front truck. Take the one you loaded into. Bring that back to the main farm. Unload in the silo. And then bring that truck right over near where you put the tractor.
Okay.
Alright. That up. So this up. Ooh. That's a telephone pole. You're hitting those. Harvester's doing some good work over there. Now we're going to see how well we can get this one running north and south. Don't know how well it'll work, but we'll try it. Hopefully the harvester doesn't get stuck. We'll triple fertilize this field, and then we're going to be planting this one grass.
Okay.
Clear out the worker. Business, awesome. Let's go check on this guy here. Where is it?
I'm gonna go get something to eat, because I haven't had anything to eat all day.
Alright. Asher, what's going on, man? Alright, this process is taking a little long. Let's get this guy going. Let's get this guy going up and down. Not too much, man. Spent half the night trying to fix my farm server, but other than that, we're good. Now I'm trying to get caught up on some farm work. That'll work better. Alright, now while we're waiting for this to get done, let's get on to some fertilization here. Okay, let's make sure we're full. We'll top off. Refill the sprayer. Beautiful. Let's make our way around here. I'm about ready for some more coffee. Somebody left. Let's open these arms up. I might have to make a few adjustments here. We'll wait for him to get open. That was pretty close. Alright, now that should on its own. Alright. Doesn't look like we'll miss any field. We'll make some quick time of that. Alright, well that harvester actually worked out really well. Alright, let's fold that up. Fold that up. Fold that up. That out of the way. Hey, need to go buy pigs. Pigs.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. Alright, so animals. Alright. I don't think we can haul very many now. So we will use this one. All white. truck. And we're going to need flat nose. White. That. Alright, now where you buy the animals is right up near here. So we're going to come up to the shop, pick this up. Hopefully this thing will fit in there. Didn't even think of that.
Okay, what should I do now?
One of those harvesters there is probably going to be empty or full soon. Alright. Animal dialogue and piggies. Confirm, confirm. Here comes our first batch of animals, guys. "21 pigs on their way." What's your game name? Yeah, you can join. It's continental Europe, and it's a lone oak map, and the server name is HTG, all in caps, space, the word farming with a capital F, space, capital C, little O, period, so it's HTG Farming Co. And there's no password on it right now. You absolutely can join. The more the merrier. We got a lot of work to get done. I got a lot of field stuff that needs to get taken care of. Trying to get pigs going. Make our swing up here. Go. And we'll see if we can figure out where this drop point is on the pig farm. Out of this view so I can see if there's a trigger anywhere. I think it's going to be over here. That's where it would make the most sense. Oh, right here actually. Looks a bit. Open the dialogue. Alright. Unload. Firm. We now have piggies running around the farm. Yay! Turn this bad boy around. Let's go grab us some more.
Okay, I've eaten lunch.
Buying lots of pigs today. So,
The harvester's all taken care of. Do you need me to do anything else?
which harvester?
J was full, and I think it's A. Yeah,
Oh, the
A
field up by the
is
pig farm?
good. Yeah.
Okay, tab back down towards the one in the fields we were working in, because there's still one more soy field there. That one hasn't been emptied yet. The one in field 53.
Okay.
And before that harvester gets packed up, we need to clean
Oh.
up 51. There's a strip that the worker missed.
Stu's been down here.
He's AFK right now.
No, he's not. He just drove up to the truck that I'm in and
Oh,
found stuff in. I thought he was AFK too.
You know, it was for a minute. No, he didn't disconnect from, it must have been Ben that disconnected. Stu didn't let us know we're back. If you're talking, man, nobody can hear you.
I literally just got back.
Ah,
Okay, so
alright, what you can do is have a crack at that wheel loader that's at the pig farm. You'll see that sugar beet spilled through the wall that's sitting right next to the wheel loader outside. Get squared off with that, lower the bucket, and creep slowly up to the wall, and it should pick all that up. And locate the troughs, which are in front of the pig pen. One of them's for water and one of them's for food. It won't let you dump in the water, so don't worry about it. Just line up with the trough. Figure out which one's the food. Dump that in there. I'm starting to buy pigs now, so we've got to get set up in there.
okay, so the wheel loader,
That's going to be the big
thing on
yellow
the
thing
front,
with a big
yeah.
old bucket on it right up front of
Okay,
the barn.
got it. And where did it
Do
spill?
you see the little mess that's kind of glitching through the wall right next to where the wheel loader is sitting?
Oh, next to where the wheel loader was.
Yeah, it's right out front of the barn on the ground. Big pile of like peach colored stuff.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, see, that's one of the things here. When you dump stuff like that where it's not supposed to, it'll glitch through the wall. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean up all the spillage on the outside of the barn. Dump that in our trough. There's a lot that's got to go in there. There's sugar beet. There's like three different types of grain that's got to go in there. We got to get water in there.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
So scoop that up, find the food trough, dump that in there, and go around to the side of the barn that runs along with the field that we're harvesting over there. See if any spilt out there, and see if you're able to grab it. If it's hilly and you can't get in there and get it, don't worry about it. I'll take care of that later.
I'm sorry, I lost you trying to figure out how this thing works.
No, you'll be using your left and right click on the mouse.
I figured it out. Took me a second, but I got it.
That's why I like the joystick. It makes using that wheel loader a lot easier.
Oh, wait, you can use joysticks?
Yep. My button box has a joystick.
Well, my joysticks are set up to move my character, so that's not happening.
You should be able to have a button that you can use to... Oh, maybe not. Okay, so that one's cleaned up. Yeah, there's definitely a mess along the side of that barn, and you should be able to... If you line yourself up...
Oh, this side.
Well, there was the front mess too. You did right there. Now get yourself lined up nice along the side, and you should be able to make one slow swipe that'll pick all of this up.
Okay.
And you might get caught on the building a little bit. Don't worry about it. Just get yourself repositioned and... let's see if I can determine which trough is which here as I drive by. I think... You know, I'm not sure which one's which. Oh yeah, this very first trough's going to be the one for food. So this will give us 42 pig. Animal dialogue. Let's unload all these. Almost said sheep. Confirm, confirm.
Hey, where are the sound effects today? Thank you.
I caught myself the other day. I was trucking sim. I think it was on American Truck Sim, and I drove by a cow field. I was just getting ready to go, and then I was like, "Oh wait a minute, I'm on the wrong game."
Oh, don't restrict yourself so much.
It looks like we got Asher coming in. That's
Is
going to be
this
awesome.
synchronizing data thing supposed to happen?
Yep, every time a player joins.
Oh, that's why this happened. Okay, it
Yep.
scared me earlier. I didn't know what was going on.
So yeah, this is the opportunity where you take a little bit of a breather, and sometimes it can be pretty quick. Sometimes it can take it a minute. I don't know if that's something that's going to go away with 19 or not. It'd be nice if it did.
Actually,
Really unnecessary, but
real quick, I'm gonna go see if I can grab something.
Look at that for time then.
Asher. All right, bud. I'm not sure if how he's able to. Yeah. Get him in here in a position or wherever so I can talk to him and keep moving. Oh, yeah, okay, he can hear me on the stream. All right. There is going to be a little red tractor on the farm. There is a loader arm sitting in front of the main shop. Attach that up, and in that little red barn, the little ones, where the fuel tanks are, should be a water tank. Hook up to that, and I think you can back into the pond behind the pig farm to fill that for free. Check that out and get that ready to water the pigs. It's one of those 1455 tractors, one of the little guys. I got a couple of them laying around the farm over there. I don't know why I'm in this view. I hate driving in this view. So I said that was going to be about 42, so we're going to add 63. Oh, this finally got stuck, huh? Apparently I didn't go wide enough. Alright. Well, whatever. It'll let me open the animal dialogue, so I'll take it. Confirm, confirm. Alright, let's see how we go about pulling it over here. Do this. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Alright. Get back to the farm. We'll drop this load off, and then we'll go see how everything else is going on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. pigs are bouncing around back there. We're gonna have no live pigs when we get back. I guess we'll have to have a lot of bacon sandwiches. Bacon sandwich actually sounds pretty good. You know what? That's a good question. Hold on, I'm almost back there. Let me unload these pigs and I'll come over there and take a peek. Not sure where that would have gotten put. I accidentally forgot to put a password on here one night and came back to find that things were done that weren't supposed to be done. We took that a little tight. Alright. Load. 63 piggies. Alright, is that gonna get in our way of... yeah, it is. Come on, truck. Now. Well, you'll be happy to know that the gearbox thing is going to be a standard in the game.
Oh yes.
I'm actually kind of excited for that too, because that's something I have yet to be able to test out. Keep forgetting to do it. Alright. Time being, that'll work, because that'll be out of the way. Alright, let me tab over here so I can help Asher out. Alright, so... gee. He's got that tractor there. Alright, now water tank is right here. Come on. Mouse. Well, I know I have a bucket for that. Oh, where?
Okay, well that took longer than expected.
Alright, let me get in here. Maybe I didn't buy one for it. Could have swore I had one. Alright, there's a bill spike. That's a universal shovel. It's gonna be too big. There's a bucket. Alright, I reset that. That's gonna spawn right out here where the mower is in the grass. So I would suggest hook up to the water tank and then pick that bucket up. Alright, I've got some drama going on here. Give me a second, guys. Where's my microphone? Right there.
I'm finished with that truck and harvester in 51 when you're free, Ziggy.
I'm still trying to clean up this mess over here at the barn.
No problem, mate.
It fills up so fast. I've been here for probably 4 or 5 scoops. That was my last scoop though, so I'll be over there in just 1 second. What the? I emptied this. There we go. Okay, I'm coming over to which one needs to be emptied?
Down at 51. Combine needs to come up to be clean.
Oh, all the way down to 51.
Yeah, and the truck needs emptying.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
Alright guys, I apologize for that. Alright, we are back. I am sorry. Immature people that don't know how to act like adults. Alright, so where'd Asher go?
He left.
Asher left. Yeah.
Alright. Yes, I will take care of this.
Where do you need another harvester? Does field 43 need to be taken care of?
Let me see here. Pico Field 43 is.
I mean, it looks like it.
Ready to be harvested, and that is wheat. Yes, yes. But you'll need a different header for that.
Okay, so let me bring this one back to the farm.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. What? Is that the long header?
It's the one I've been using this whole time.
Okay, yep. That one can be used for that. I'm sorry. I thought you were in a different one of the other harvesters.
Okay. Yeah, then I'm gonna get that truck that's down there. I'm gonna put a worker on this one. Get that truck that's down there, then I'll empty it into the silos.
Okay, we don't have any water here.
Oh, I didn't take care of the food.
Redneck Rider.
That's
what's
I
going on? We are in continental Europe, and it is. Let me just type it. It's gonna be a lot easier. So it's that. with the period in it. That's the farm name. It's under, like I said, it's under continental Europe. All right, there we go. We got the bucket. Now we're gonna go see the. There's a pond, a couple ponds in here, and I did do a single player thing last night, and we found that you can fill from the ponds for free. So I'm hoping this pond down here behind the pig farm will allow us to do the same.
It should if it's the same thing. I would think.
Well, there are a lot of maps that they've added bodies of water that would allow you to back the tank into it to fill it, but not all of them. You know what I mean? Yeah, so just depends on, alright, why do we have a big pile of...
Don't own 43, do we?
We should.
Look.
No? You're logged in as an admin, aren't you?
Can be.
Log in and buy it, please. Alright. Let's go down here and see if we can't fill this thing with water.
This header that I'm using isn't picking up this weight.
It's not going to because the field has to be bought first. Apparently I didn't own it, I thought we did. I don't own all the fields in the map yet. Alright, let's see here. Let's back this in.
Try it now.
Oh.
Okay, apparently we can't fill in that one. And I'm not gonna waste my time going to the other one, so we will put down a water tank somewhere. Not sure where a good spot's gonna be. I'll have to... Actually, if I can get this to go here, this would probably be a good spot. Alright, so let's get this out of the way. Just like that. Come on, mouse. Can't tell if it's my mouse that's going crap in the bed or if it's just the mouse pad's worn down so much that this track.
Could be a little bit of both.
There's a saying about bad tools or bad workers. I can't remember which one of it.
That's there.
Where do you want this this truck that I just emptied in the silo?
Bring it back. We still got a lot more.
Shove that back down where you started that harvester going.
Oh, okay.
And then this truck up here needs emptying if you wouldn't mind. Wherever the hell I am, got 28.
So bring this truck to 28?
Yeah, you can bring this one to 28, and then take the one that's in 28, tip that, and take that back to 43.
Alright, so this should be the food one.
Oh, okay. Whoa. So
Yeah, just bring that. Is that one empty? Yeah.
yeah.
There we go.
Bring that one to me at
Okay.
28.
Okay. Now I see what you're saying. I got so sidetracked there.
So,
Oh, you're good, bud.
saving me a job, so that's always a bonus. Have you got the mod link to hand?
I can have. Hold on.
I see what you're saying. So drop this one off, and then I'll take this one and empty it.
You got it.
Okay.
Open links.
There's that one. And then I'll go put this one that I'm emptying over by my harvester that I got started.
Yes, please.
Now I see what you were saying. So, Classified, you said you're gonna be doing ATS later? Whenever you're done with all this?
I'm thinking about that, yeah. Truck that in. Nice. Just gotta stay on top of the farm. This is a dedicated server, so work doesn't stop when I shut down. Animals will go hungry, fields will grow.
So now that we have animals, where you have to take care of this
Daily. Come in, clean, and feed.
That's gonna be fun. Are you gonna stream it every day, or most of the time?
It doesn't always have to be streamed, but we do have to come in and clean up their food mess, make sure that they have plenty of water and food so they don't die. Alright, placeables. Water tower. Please let me put you where I want to.
Well, if you ever see me online or you need any help with this game, send me a message on Discord.
Perfect.
I may not be the best at knowing what stuff is, but whenever I find it out, I do help.
Get the hang of it. Why can't I not fill? Did I just place that for no reason?
Well, if ever you want to get in the server, you know, if you're in the server and you don't know what to do, always drop a message on the Facebook group. One of us will see it.
I'm not sure if she's on the Facebook group yet.
I have a Facebook account. I don't use it much.
Everyone has a Facebook account.
I just never really had a reason to use social media.
Best way, mate. Keep away from it. It's all full of lies, anyway.
I mean, I have Snapchat and Instagram to talk to my friends.
I just placed the water tower down here. I'm running the in-game water tank, and I'm not getting a trigger to fill this. Why?
Okay.
Oh, wait. Now I am.
Let me go up to the...
I wonder if I was able to fill in that pond, but because I was on the bucket.
Do you need any help with the pigs? Do they have food? Yeah.
They have some food. I gotta finish craning them out, but now we can give them water. That Bill, I need to check on the fertilizing machine. Oh, I got moved.
Do you need me to go pick it up?
I'm trying to figure out where it went. Oh, I got brought back to the farm. Did that... What in the hell happened here? Alright, I need to look and see how much this field actually got done. Oh, but that one little section up there at the top.
Yeah, one of the biggest reasons I stopped playing this game is just for... I was doing really good in the game, harvesting wise and making some money, until it got to the point where I had to fertilize. And I could never fertilize. I went from trying every single thing I could to fertilize, to get the fertilizer into the fertilizer. The fertilizer, if that makes any sense.
Well, there's two different kinds. There's liquid, and then there's powder.
I had both. And it got to the point where I was finding a random wheelbarrow around the place and picking it up thinking that I had to do that. So I finally looked up a video on it, and you just pulled up beside it and pressed a button. I don't know why that never came to me to pull up beside it.
And then this map, in the main barn that has all the equipment in it, there's
Yeah.
pictures, images of what looks like seed. Pull the planters in there until you get the trigger and you refill the seed there. The fertilizer is out in between the two buildings. You'll see some fertilizer looking like crates there. You pull up next to them until you get a trigger. And that'll fill both types of fertilizer.
If it's redneck, if it's just the quick cam, it's on the mod hub. That's
Yeah,
the
you
only
can get
one
that
you're
quick
missing.
cam on the mod hub. I don't have any third-party mods in here. Mainly because this map isn't letting me run the mods that I want to run. As it is, I got quick cam in here. And with all the bullshit that I've been going through trying to fix my wheel, I got it working so that it'll steer and the pedals will work, but I can't use any of the controls that I had programmed on my wheel, and I can't reprogram them. So I can't even use my quick cam because I had it programmed to a button on my wheel.
Oh, got it.
I don't
I'm
know.
loving that.
I don't know
I
what to
didn't
do
even
about that.
see the mods you had in. I happened to have them, and I
What?
just pressed the button. It
It
was
was just
autopilot.
the GUID money mod, the quick cam, the map, and I don't remember what else. All right, so that field's had stage 1. So I've got a project for you if you want it.
Well, right now I'm just standing in the middle of nowhere looking at the map, so sure.
All right, I'm going to set you up with a piece of equipment,
Hmm.
and I'm going to have you cultivate.
I've done this before.
All right. 'Cause
I don't know
just
if I
got
did
done
it right.
fertilizing field 49. So
I've done it,
I'm gonna,
but I don't know if I've done it right. I love it. I love it.
I don't mind you overlapping the outer edge of the field. I do not want any part missed. If you miss, just go back and get it. Take your time and get that field all cultivated up. You can use, you got your choice. Do you want one of those black colored tractors or do you want a green colored tractor?
You got any purple ones?
No.
I'm not interested.
I mean, I'll just take a green since it's right here.
All right. Detach and then pull around to the front here because this is where the hookup is. I'll move the mower. Actually, this.
What are you drilling in that field?
Which one?
The one he's about to cultivate.
That did have canola in it, but I think we have a fair amount of canola now. Let's see.
Oh, just in a bit up. Won't be far behind him. I could run behind with a drill.
Alright, so yeah, we have like 112,000 liters of canola. I'm thinking soy. We don't have a whole lot of soy.
This is in a field.
Alright, what was I in the middle of doing? Oh yeah, I need to go back to the pig farm. Pig farm, there we go.
What are you doing, Sophie? That's a wall.
Our water should be done. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to get my hands on some more grain over here for these piggies. That's what we need to be doing. Alright, so think I have another small tractor somewhere. Okay, well that didn't want to turn the way it was supposed to.
You seem to have a combine in the river.
Oh, it's probably stuck over there.
Get this out.
That's why I'm. As soon as that field's done, that's getting turned into the grass field.
There's a river?
Lake pond.
It's not horrible because they'll like go down under the water and it doesn't, you know, do that. You're in the water now, you're beat thing.
Yeah.
But the problem is when they go to come back out, there's a really big mound. I couldn't even get a big beefy tractor with a cultivator on to make it over it. So I'm going to turn that into a grass field because those normally get done manually. I hate that I can't even click the button. I can't even program a secondary button for it so that I can use a different button. I don't know what I'm going to do to fix that. It's rather annoying.
Dang it. This is hard.
Oh, what am I doing? Oh, straight in the spot that I need to be.
Okay.
Alright, let's open that up.
There we go.
So I put sugar beet in. Let's get some corn. F1. Corn. That should be good. A lot of equipment we got to find homes for. We got a lot of grass cleanup to do. How's that sunflower field looking?
Nearly there.
Awesome, awesome. Alright. Alright. Button 13.
What?
So I needed more than.
Why is there a tree in the middle of the field?
I needed a lot more than that. Because it's realistic farming.
Oh yeah, but it makes it harder.
That's why fields like that start on the other end, the other side where it's straight, and work your way towards where you have to mess up. Otherwise, you'll be going crooked.
Pretty sure I got it now. Straighten out. Okay, I don't got it now.
Have you messed around much on this map, Stu?
First time on it, mate.
Oh man, you gotta check out the main house. It's
It's
done.
nice.
It's done
I was
right.
watching
Doors
TV
open. There's
earlier.
lights. Underneath the garage is a family room with a TV. There's a fireplace in the living room. There's a few quirks with this map that I wish were different, but they definitely did a good job with this one. Trigger here, refill. We'll let this fill up.
I've kind of cheated the system. I'm sitting in the tractor in case anything goes wrong, but I hired a worker, so I can just dismiss him at any time if something goes wrong.
And I like to in the main big equipment barn. There's a straight up shop in there, so when you need to make changes to a vehicle, do it right here. I gave up on Sussex. I liked the map, but there was still some design choices in there that were making me not want to play it anymore. Can't wait to play on Raven Ridge.
I'm guessing that's a new map that's gonna come out.
That's going to be the American version of the FS19 map. I'm not sure what the Western European map's going to be. I'm anxious to see what it is, so. And then there was a DLC map that came out for 7th when they did the sugar cane. That's going to be a standard map, which I'm kind of bummed for that, because that map, to be completely honest, I wasn't a huge fan of it. I got the DLC that let me get that. What was that? Platinum expansion, I think it was, that got you that. Kind of regretting buying that. We have a new subscriber. Who do we got? Levi Pope. Thank you for the subscription. We're glad to have you here. Alright, so corn is done for the pigs. Now we need to get, we'll probably do barley, because I think I have more barley than I do anything else. And then, let's see, what do we need? Got the corn, so we'll do barley, and then probably canola. And then I'll need to bring over a couple bales of straw.
Yeah, you have the most barley.
Oh, also, just so you know, Jace, if you're in here, if the lights are on, leave them on.
I don't know. Oh, I wasn't
There's
gonna
little
mess
light
with
switches
anything.
everywhere. I'm just letting you know. The map gets really dark, and actually, the nighttime sky in here is really awesome. It's probably the best I think I've seen. But it is dark, so I leave the lights on so that it makes it easier to pinpoint things.
Yeah, I mean, I was keeping every single door the same. I wasn't gonna mess with anything in there.
I'm liking the 3D cloud and moving clouds that's going to be coming along with 19. You're going to be able to see the bad weather before it comes in. That's pretty sweet.
Oh, that's cool. That would be helpful more than anything.
Yeah, they, in a sense, pretty much redesigned the game from the ground up because of all the technology progressing the way it has. It's going to be HDR ready, so it's going to be 4K capable and all that. So they redesigned the game engine quite a bit. We're going to have birds. There's going to be random deer running across the road and through fields.
So it's gonna be 10 times more realistic.
It's going to be, yeah,
I'll have to get it.
it's going to be an epic game. I don't think I've been so excited for a game as I am right now for 19.
Hey, how much help do you need? How much more help do you need in this one?
A lot. We're not even close to being done yet. And I'll be getting back into more field work here as soon as I've got food over there so the pigs don't starve and die.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm looking outside right now and it's actually dried up a good amount. So.
Well, if you need to go mow that yard, man, go mow that
I mean,
yard.
here's the thing. I'm not 1,000,000% sure she's gonna say yes.
Well,
She
if you want
said
to take a
that I
minute and
can.
go ask her, and if she says yes, do it. If not, come back. We'll be here.
Okay. I'll put a message on Discord if she says yes.
He's trying to save up some money to either go towards some DLC or a steering wheel. And he was really bummed because he wanted to go mow this yard to earn the money for ETS DLC.